We did
Oh,
not
not
mention
Centaur. Well, the other three.
Yeah, sure. Now,
mentioned
Shadow
it. We did
Demon. Can
mention
we
it.
talk about this hero? Because this hero has been falling out of favor a lot.
But we still see it first banned a lot. Never picked. We
Really?
have not seen it picked at this tournament. But we've seen it first banned a couple of times.
Now, does that just mean that we're going to see a Shadow Demon Luna combo? Is that what we're going to see here, or does that mean something more?
Possibility.
I think Shadow Demon's pretty good first pick. I also like him. I think Leshrac is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think they actually run him sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. I know we really likes that.
It gives them a like securing the safe lane makes it much easier as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always can like pick a lot of different other heroes to like set up. You know, Shadow Demon always gives you your perfect setup for the laning stages. So.
Indeed. So we got our first pick coming out from Team Wings, which, as always, will tell us Invoker. Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
So we've seen a couple of Invokers, but first pick Invoker Brewmaster?
And Brewmaster. I mean, this is Wings. You know, we've talked about
We've
a bunch.
seen Brewmaster, but only in combination with the Keeper of the Light. We've seen Brewmaster during the group stages,
Oh, my God.
Very good versus Shadow Demon. They now take 300%. So when you use the Purge from the Wind Panda, it pretty much one-shots any of the illusions. Takes like what, 3,000?
Yep,
It's
that is
300%,
correct.
and it's 1,000 damage from that. So it literally would one-shot pretty much any of the
It's
illusions.
1,000 damage
It's
now?
1,000 damage now to
1,000
illusions.
damage to
You know-
summons?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I know
saw
we
it-
had to wait a little bit before this draft started.
Yeah.
But this is so worth it. We couldn't really talk a lot about what Wings going to do because this is why.
We can't really
you
expect
can't
what
predict
they're
that.
going to first two pick. And it's very very different to pick, which we're going to assume that this is like the mid hero obviously and the offlane hero.
Yeah.
And that's very uncharacteristic for any teams to be doing right now. Most teams want to pick their support and their offlaner probably in the first two, like
Unless
DC did.
this is an Invoker support.
What the hell, Chief?
Anyway.
Calm down, Chief. Anywho.
Sorry,
down.
no, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's very uncharacteristic, and even though it is characteristic to pick a support and an offlaner, these two together, and we don't even know for sure if this Clockwork is an offlaner
Could be
because we
support.
know Misery likes to switch things up and keep you guessing. Again, at first two pickup that we haven't seen at all this tournament.
It's a good response to the Panda because if Panda is caught inside Battery Assault, you can't do anything. You can't get your ult off. You just get locked down very easily. It's good at kind of zoning. If it's an offlane Panda too, you're just this Clockwork that's standing here. If he gets caught into disruption, it's very
They
easy
love
to
their
bring
dual
him down.
lanes, dude.
Yeah, and they do love their dual lanes. That's true.
All right, ban out on Beastmaster. We saw the strength of Beastmaster earlier today. A little
Yeah.
bit of vision, nice stunts and stuff. So no surprise there. And yeah, next ban coming out for DC. I heard that Outworld Devourer is pretty good counter against Clockwork these days. So builds a 4-staff pretty early, does some nice damage there. You think we'll be seeing any Outworld this game?
No.
Okay.
There's
Well,
a
they
lot
have
of
Invoker.
Not
But
for Wings.
They have ran it safe lane. They have put it.
That's true.
Like not in a while, but they have put it before.
I don't like it so much, though.
There's a lot of cores that build 4-staff very early on lately
Yeah.
I was trying to shut down him nicely, but you just...
with a Dragonlance.
Yeah, but I mean, you can shut him down
I'm
even
sorry.
harder.
That wasn't even a hard shutdown. He said sometimes they used to do it, which is what I was referencing from my extensive research on Team
I think they did it once. I think
Right.
it was at TI, right?
It was a great game.
Oh,
That was the Timbersaw. The Timbersaw OD, and he went Aether
Aether
Lens on
Lens,
OD,
yeah,
and we were all
I
really
would
like, we were
never
like,
Hey,
Well,
let's
that.
move on. So Meepo, great band there, as we were talking about. It looks like the respect is there. Not
Oh,
bad.
do you know why he went Aether on Caudal? He went Caudal, 48 minutes in, he got an Aether Lens. He had...
was he close to 25? Because you get the 400
was.
range talent, so that's like maybe he was looking at getting like the
Oh.
620 bonus range on your mana leak and stuff. Like it's ridiculous
He
how
got
far
it,
you
in
actually can.
fact. It was a global mana leak, basically.
Because it's not for
That's
spell amp,
huge.
it's definitely for the cast range. So I guess just like with the plus 400 and that one, it makes it
Okay.
crazy.
I did not know that was his level 25 talent.
Yeah, it's plus, I don't remember what the other one is. I know that his level 25
heal.
is plus 400 though.
A gigantic heal, I believe.
Is it?
I thought so.
I don't remember. I know I see most people take the 400 cast range one. That's why it sticks to my memory.
That
But
is just crazy.
yeah.
You can recall them from further away, too.
Yeah. Blinding light. You can be out. You can be completely out of the. I'm sorry.
Global, you idiot.
You can. The blinding light is
yeah,
really
okay,
good. You can
that's
be
really
completely out of the fight and throw that too. But
Alright.
enough about Coddle.
All right, back to the draft.
Vengeful Spirit banned out as well. Pretty nice counter up to the Clockwork. Positioning hero that can snag people out of those cogs and turn the team fight around. Chiefs?
When you pick up 2 cores in the first 2, it's going to be obvious that you're going to ban out some support, so that makes sense that DC bans out support.
Yeah.
But does that mean that Wings is just so comfortable that all their supports are still going to be left in the pool, that they're going to try to shake things up with
They could
their
also
supports?
do brew support. I think brew support is not
Aha!
that bad.
I should have said that rather than
Yeah, that
Invoker.
was a 50-50 chance there.
that
But
was
Yeah.
brew support's a thing. I
brew
mean,
support's definitely a thing.
yeah, a lot of roaming around the illusion stuff like you guys were talking about.
I really like the DC bans though. These are two heroes that used to always be run with Panda, because the Panda, he blinks and he gets a split off, and you just have to like commit a weave or like a terror, and he can pretty much solo kill anybody. I know that people were talking about that previously, so I do like this Dazzle and Venge bans out because it just makes the team fights a lot harder and just enables the Panda a lot. So those are definitely calculated decisions by Misery.
Interesting. I would have never thought about that. All right, another pick going out here from Team Wings.
Good luck predicting that one.
Oh, well, you know, let's see here. That's going to be a Rubik.
Aha!
That one may have actually been
That one
predictable.
actually is pretty standard.
Versus Clockwork.
Yep.
That is not a hipster hero at all.
Yeah, help your Panda. Like, just if the Clockwork does get the hook on the Panda,
Pick
you
a
can lift
Rubik,
him
help
and
a
throw him
Panda.
out. Yeah.
Very Chinese.
Pick a Rubik, help a Panda. I like that. Yeah. Wow. That was nice. That like flowed so nicely. It
Yeah.
took me a moment to realize.
I was in awe.
I'm really excited to see the Panda thing though. Like the purge on the illusions. Like when I
Oh.
first saw that, it was at elimination mode.
Uh-huh.
Chessie was playing CK. He used Phantasm, and the Panda used the thing, and it just instantly one-shotted the Phantasm. And I was like, well, that's But yeah, with Shadow Demon it's different because the illusions take more damage. But
Yeah, so I'm interested to see if, oh, okay.
Marana.
So it might be more of a setup Shadow Demon then, instead of one of those cheesing ratty Shadow Demons. Maybe
Yeah.
just getting some good for a Marana.
strength in lanes. It's probably what. I guess it could still be open-ended. I guess that's what DC is kind of doing too.
Yeah.
Which is nice about their picks. It's like could still be Clockwork support, so could still be Clockwork offlane. Could be Marana support, could be Marana mid. I've actually seen Resolution playing it from time to time
Yep.
too, and then that makes your safe lane incredibly strong if you have a Shadow Demon Marana too. So they definitely have a lot of versatility in their draft right now.
Yeah, neither one has really revealed what their big strat is here. There is a deadly dance happening in this. Oh,
Hey!
I told you!
Hell yeah, we got Furion. Nice.
So all that time that we had before this game not wasted, because we
not
did
wasted.
mention
We actually got one of the
Nature's
heroes we
Prophet.
talked about.
We mentioned it. We predicted it properly.
Yeah, take that, dummies. We should
Hell
have been
yeah.
taking notes during that break because we're oracles over here. Good
All right,
stuff.
well, you were mentioning Panda support as a possibility. It's definitely a possibility now too. Furion support, I think, could also be a possibility.
Nature's Prophet mid is also a possibility.
Not for this.
Well, now when they have an Invoker, though. I
Now
don't.
when they have
Invoker
an
doesn't
Invoker.
really.
Swing and a miss again, Sheever. Don't
Sorry,
worry,
Sheever.
you're gonna knock one out of the park.
Sheever's
Sorry.
like, that's not too crazy, is it? Okay, I'm gonna try and say it, and then she's just like, no.
Don't
you think
worry,
I think
Sheever.
about what I'm gonna say before I say something?
So this is.
Oh,
I mean,
I
this is
confuse
cool,
you
though.
with slacks.
So
Hey.
more global potential, give team
Wait,
fights.
what?
Sorry, continue, please, Fog.
More global potential, more team fight, and just messing with the safe lane. So if it is like, if they have like, it's like, let's say Furion and Panda, these two heroes with Treants, you can't really contest them. They're going to be able to pressure your safe lane pretty well. So there's a cool approach that we do see Wings coming up with. If that is what they want to do. Depends. We don't really know where the positions are going to be.
I like MP a lot because he's really good at the gank into transition into tower, which is
Oh,
incredibly important.
also, I mean, versus Shadow Demon Marana, he can block his arrows. He can always be able to help save himself or his buddy from the easy setups.
Is it possible to push your teammate out of the disruption with a sprout so they don't get hit by arrow?
I was
Whoa.
thinking that too. Maybe if they're inside of cogs too, right? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's possible. It's definitely possible, I guess.
We're talking a lot of positives around the Wings draft. Personally, oh god,
they go for the-
Shadow Demon Luna combo.
Yay!
Yay! Shadow Demon Luna fans, rejoice! Hooray!
Well, it's
So excited.
it's cool though. You're picking Luna, but now you have Eclipse, and you're playing into Furion Treants, Panda Split. There's a lot of different ways to be able to block and tank up the Eclipse if that is your like, team
Yeah.
fight, which is
And
kind of
Drunken
a cool approach.
Haze.
And
Oh,
Drunken Haze.
Man.
5 seconds remaining.
And Force Spirits.
Yeah, there's a ton of summons in different units just to soak up the AoE damage that comes out.
so I hear everything you guys are saying, and it's all sounding very good for Wings.
We like
Yeah.
Wings'
But
draft
there's
more.
also a reason why a lot of other teams haven't picked these heroes up.
Yeah,
Well,
as
they're
much.
more on characteristics. DC has a very straightforward. We know these heroes. We see these heroes all the times. DC, it's like, I mean, when was the last time you saw Furion in a competitive game?
10 seconds.
been a bit.
It's been
Very
quite a
long time
while.
ago.
I mean, his talents just got reworked in 7.02, where he gets the damage now, so he's just a much
It's way more damage.
It's 45. It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
actually, how much
And
it
he
is
gets like
now.
20 intel at 15, I think.
Yeah, it's
So-
45 damage first one, 20 intel second. So at 15, you're like just like lone druid's damage that you gain. So
I like this ban because it reiterates another thing that we mentioned before
Yeah.
the game started, the Lycan ban. That
summon,
means that
push.
DC is expecting a core to still come out.
Yeah.
Shadow hero though.
10
And,
seconds
Yeah, like
remaining.
you mentioned the Furion thing, where if they do take a fight and they're able to just be able to go commit with the Furion trains, that's where also Lycan would have been able to kind of do the same thing if they
What
do
if
win a
it's a
fight.
Spectre, dude? Spectre, MP, Invoker. Oh my god.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
global.
That?
Wow.
The
Okay.
global strength.
Wow.
It's on boy.
Oh, please. Not Spectre.
Sand King. Okay, so adds a little bit of
Support
that
clock?
early game.
Well,
yeah.
maybe, probably, right?
What?
What?
Support clock, right?
Is it?
Or support
Um,
sanking.
Support.
Of course, sinking seems more likely.
Yeah, support Sand King is
More than
really
likely the
bad,
clock.
but
I would say support clock,
10
Yeah.
seconds
if anything.
But that's also hard. Support clock as well versus Furion is tough too, because there's summons to eat your battery assault.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Wings with some clever stuff right now.
time.
There are
And a
20 days of
Juggernaut.
preparation paying
Okay.
off.
So
Juggernaut,
yeah,
a
the
bit more
Panda,
straightforward.
the Panda or the Furion are gonna be support.
Who's
One
playing
of the
what?
two.
Most likely Panda. But actually, I'm not even going to say anything. because
Oh, come on,
I never
Jeeves.
really
Come on,
know.
Shiver.
I would assume that Faith Beyond would play Panda,
Panda.
more though, right?
Yeah.
I've already mentioned that I don't know what Wings does. I cannot predict them, and who can?
True.
No.
As unique as Wings Draft is, and as impressive as all of this theory crafting is, we're talking about going up against a Luna Shadow Demon combo.
Yeah.
As cute as it is with all these ideas, it's still one of the most powerful combos if you let it through in a Dota game. So I'm gonna have to say I'm DC all the way on this one.
Ben?
I'm definitely going with Wings.
I'm going. Yeah.
All right,
Crap.
that's very convincing. I like it. We're going to find out, though, who is going to take this first game of our second series. It is over to Odie Pixel and Winter.
Thank you very much, Sheev. Indeed, game one now, DC versus Wings, the classic matchup that we've come used to seeing at a fair few lands now, and always one that we're very excited to entertain you with. We've seen the drafts. As Slack said, they do have this Shadow Demon Luna, this combination that's seen as very, very strong. Wings with a very Wings-esque draft. What are your takes on the hero picks? Have Wings got it, what it takes
I don't
to
know.
win with a Furion?
Like Wings always, when they win the game, wow.
Yeah.
Everyone claps, but when they
Everyone
lose,
claps.
they're like, they just lost to themselves because
Yes.
they tried something very cheesy and it didn't work. But this game, it was like quite obvious why they picked the Panda. They wanted to deal with the disruption illusions.
Okay.
And the Furion, like the panel mentioned, they wanted an off-laner that could survive the SD Mirana lane. And once DC saw that, they swapped the Mirana to mid lane. Oh, all right, we have a Sand King, so we're going to disrupt and Barrow Strike you, so you can't block the arrow with your Treants.
Well, you think they changed their plans as the draft went
Yeah.
on, TC? Yeah,
That's
think,
what I think.
Yeah.
Because if you see right here, so Missouri is going to be playing the Sand King. We were like kind of discussing about who is actually going to be the support. The Sand King, the Clockwork. We kind of lean more towards Clockwork being on the off lane because Moonmiander plays the hero a lot.
Oh yeah, Moon Clock is an absolute classic. Can you expect to see some big plays from him this game? It's going to be an exciting game for sure because a lot of these kind of player hero combinations, you've got a lot of playmakers on the field. The question is who's able to pull out the biggest ones.
Oh, a
Smoke.
smoke.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, DC with this lineup, if they catch someone,
Dude,
they've got
they-
a lot of punch at level
They were
1.
so tricky. Clockwork went in the jungle. There was a Treant scout that scouted him, and immediately his team smoked.
Oh,
like
he's a sneaky
the
one.
Treant saw the Clockwork running to the river, so they thought he backed off.
Yeah, they're like, hey, Joe, go get the bounty rune. There's no one there.
Oh,
And
look at the clock.
Oh.
He's like baiting.
Yeah, Moon
Oh.
with the classic bait, and there we have it. The bait and switch. Suddenly, the entire team, they just have the Blade Fury to allow him to get away, though.
Oh.
Can they actually chase this down? Well, not with an arrow.
The
Missing
Rubik,
like that.
the Rubik actually saved the day there. He lifted the Luna and he dropped the Luna on top of the Sand King, so he couldn't follow up with the Barrow Strike after the Blade Fury was over. That was a good play there by the captain of Wings there, securing the Juggernaut's life.
Well, at the least, Resolution will be able to take that bottom rune away from Wings, and the
Wait.
two runes.
Wait, what?
What
Are
we
you
got?
seeing? Dude, it's actually a support prophet instead of a support brewmaster.
What are your thoughts, Winter? Support nature's prophet.
Is he gonna jungle?
He's gonna jungle. Ice, he's jungling. He's at it with this team. He's the jungler.
I was just telling you about my pubs where if someone jungles,
Yep.
we freaking lost.
Well, Ice, he is going to encourage a new wave of jungle picking players. In
Well, you
the,
can jungle, but you need to make sure you help your lanes ASAP. That's what I feel about jungling. Like in pubs, people jungle and they never come out of the jungle. So
maybe Ice isn't going to ever come out of the jungle.
Wings right now, they chose to dodge the lane. They knew with the smoke that they scouted, DC were intending to have like a very strong tri-lane bottom, so the Juggernaut went top with the Rubik. They left Faith behind here all alone. No, he's going to get disrupted.
He's in a lot of trouble here. He's been surrounded here by the three of them. Can he walk himself out? No, not when he's being burrow strike like that. Surrounded by the three of them. He's fairly tanky though.
Drunken Haze.
I mean, it's a good spell there, as we were kind of talking about before. You know, that 70% miss chance, 4 seconds duration, high spam ability, 8-second cooldown level 1, and only costs you the small price of 25 mana. I mean, even a brew can afford that, and he's not the brightest of fellow with his intelligence.
We weren't speculating that brew support, you just stand in the mid lane and you cast Drunken Haze to annoy the mid laner. Because this hero is actually so strong right now, with all the small buffs. All it takes is players to notice, you know, that buff, it all adds up. One small buff at a time. So Prophet has gotten his level 2. He still has a ward in his inventory. Not sure if he's going to look to be active right now, or he's going to choose to push the top lane since he's right here with the Juggernaut and the Rubik. So if he has healing ward, they could easily push and pressure towers. It's quite unclear now what the Prophet is going to do here.
I mean, I do like obviously this decision to jungle on DC's half of the map, with DC playing this aggressive style down bottom. Ice knows he's very, very safe up there on the top lane. Top lane, a bit of a go on to Moon Meander, and he's been surrounded. He tries to duke it out around the creeps. There will be a defensive disruption from Saxon trying to save him, but a couple of right clicks come through, and Shadow will take it. First blood there for Wings, as the backup just coming in a little bit too late. They could not save Moon.
A little bit of a misstep there by Moon on the clockwork. He was a little bit too far up, and Shadow, he was level 3, so he had level 2 spin that just enough damage with the Prophet TPing himself into
this could be nice mid. You know, you've got Misery wrapping around, he has an Invis rune. Invoker at half HP. Can he actually find the opening to get close enough to go for this?
Oh, it's a Quaswex Invoker though.
Yeah, he's low. And if they got the control and the damage, they do.
That was very well done there by Misery.
Yeah, very, very smart movement. Nice. Back to the jungle.
Yeah, by the way, Quaswex Invoker, so they are not going to be so greedy since they have a jungling Prophet. Like the normal cases we've seen so far with the Invoker builds are always Exort, because you want to be ganking with Sunstrike a lot. But I sort of like this adjustment here because they have a jungling support. You sort of need a mid laner that doesn't take too much farm. Otherwise, there'll be too much resources being needed by your team, and you don't have space creators. Mid lane.
Yep, another bit of a go onto the Invoker here. They have the setup. There will be backup coming in from the side of Wings. Is he going to be quick enough to save him? No, it's not. The Invoker's out. Wings, they've lost one. Can they find anything in return? Well, with the telekinesis onto Wii, they certainly can.
That was
get the trade.
Good backup there by Wings, making sure that they at least get the return kill. And the support's getting the space that they need right now since their mid laner is down. That was a very, very sad moment there for Blink, dying twice in a row there and not going to be able to TP out, and he has to walk all the way back to the lane. And Ice has opted for double null talisman.
The double null.
He's going to be fairly active in terms of helping his team early. That's actually a good sign of starting from a jungle. You don't want to be in a jungle all the time.
I mean, talking about helping his team as well, where do you expect he's going to go with this double null build? What is the plan for this Nature's
The
Prophet?
previous build was like double null treads and into blade mail. That was the build that I personally liked a lot. You have a lot of damage, a lot of armor.
Well, what's that he's got queued up in his quick power? Is that a mechanism?
Yeah, that's a mech.
So it's going to be the pure support Nature's Prophet.
Top lane, Shadow.
Very, very low here, but looks like he will get away with Blade Fury. No damage to follow through or chase him down, but yeah, double null into mechanism. It's the TP in and save your friends build.
That is a good point, but I think the main purpose is also because they have very strong 5-man. They have the healing ward, the split from Panda,
Yeah, great team
and
fight.
you have a very active Invoker because he's Quaswex.
Yeah,
You're going to
it's
hit
gonna
a
be
very
fantastic.
early timing to fight. So Wings right now with a greedy lineup, but they're playing it very fast-paced with a Quaswex Invoker and a Mech Prophet. So
At the same time, though, DC themselves have they're going to have a good team fight punch as well, aren't they? With the Epicenter,
yeah, but
with the Eclipse,
the
with the
thing is,
Starstorm.
they have a lot of stuff, you know. There's going to be the Treants, there's going to be the Brewlings. They have a lot of stuff to tank the Eclipse.
True.
So Eclipse might not be very effective in this fight.
Well, farm-wise at the moment, both teams, I mean, kind of the biggest difference really is in that mid lane because of the really nice ganks that DC have been able to pull off, keeping that Invoker link behind the farm that Weehar's managed to amount to on the mid Mirana. A lot of moving around the map though so far.
I mean, he's a cross-wax invoker, so I think that...
Is that expected?
No, it's not expected,
No.
but you can always try to catch up by joining your team. Because right now they are gearing into a very strong... like I would say their timing would be like around 10 minutes, 11 minutes when they have the mech. And ideally you want to have dagger on the Brew, but Brew is not going to have a quick dagger this game because he's under pressure. But still, you know, you group up, your cross-wax invoker, you have Tornado EMP. The 5-man is going to be really strong from Wings. And Saksa here going to try another movement onto the invoker.
He did do it past the ward, so Wings know that it's there. And we'll look for the setup. The arrow's going to be off time, and well, here comes Ice and Y himself turning up, bringing down Saxa, and they may just get another. There'll be a Moonlight Shadow. Isn't going to save him more, is it? Where's the detection, boys? Oh, Ice, he may be one day bringing in a mech, but at the moment he's not bringing in the dust. As we are...
Wait, they actually had a sentry. Oh, okay, Mil. He just got the sentry.
He's out.
I thought he had the sentry. No, he just got it from the courier. But either way, it was still a really good move there by Wings. A very good reaction by the two supports once again to bail out their mid laner. I don't think he would have died anyway because there was only 2 heroes there. So Wings right now trying to pressure the mid lane. Going to force a glyph out of DC. And meanwhile, DC are trying to get a kill with the hook shot on Moonmeander. He just got level 6. And previously, like the panel mentioned, if you get caught by the clockwork as Panda, you're not going to be able to do anything with battery assault.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, the cast time just a little too long there on Primal Split if he does get trapped.
Both teams are trying to, you know, use their power timings well. Like when you hit a timing with your heroes, like a Brew Split or a hook shot or even a mech on a Prophet at some point. Like this is what differentiates a strong team and an average team. When you hit your timings, you have to gain maximum advantage out of it.
Why did come down? Maybe looking for a bit of a chance to set up.
Yeah, he was expecting the gank. He was expecting the gank.
He knew the Moon would be looking to come down.
Because top lane is a difficult kill. And they had wards previously. They didn't scout anyone moving towards top lane. So he was like kind of expecting Clockwork to try and gank Panda. Because your whole lineup, who needs dagger? Panda needs dagger. He's your important team fight initiator. So if you are the enemy, if you're the enemy team, you want to slow down that hero down. You want to slow down the dagger, so you gain a sizable lead, right? Hook shot.
He's going to be backed up here by Moon, coming in on Ty's side with the hook shot. Faith Beyond's there with the wraparound, slap around, bringing Saxa down. That's one out, and Wings aren't done. They're looking for more. They'll look to chase down Moon. The tornado set up here from Blink will allow them to close a bit of the gap, but he's a little too tanky. They can't quite finish him off. An Omni Slash to Weeha, though, will seal the deal for Wings as they take down a second. And that's the bigger kill as well. They'll be happy with Mirana turning up to that fight.
They did not get the kill on the Clockwork though. Like they stunned and they left him. I think maybe they felt like they could have finished him off with Ice. Like Ice was alone chasing the Clockwork, but at the end of the day, like you mentioned, they got the bigger kill. They got the Mirana.
Getting Weeha, they'll take that any day of the week.
So Bruce Split expanded. They got Shadow Demon and Mirana. Let's see what DC can do. They still have the Eclipse, so they should be going on the aggressive right now with a big cooldown down on Wings. They need to regain something. Let's see what they're gonna do here. They're gonna TP Clockwork to top though, so maybe they're not really interested in bottom lane. They might move to the top tower. I'm not sure what they want to do right now. Misery is smoked alone. He's gonna break it. He's gonna see Ice, Power Strike, but he's all alone and he's just gonna TP out.
Yeah, nothing else to kind of play with Ice. Ice just kind of chilling there at the moment. That finally goes for the TP out, and indeed, as we talked about,
what a play!
Yeah, just blocking any chance of an arrow with those summons.
What?
And, oh, hey, nice healing ward, mate. Oh, and White says, yes, it is, mate. Get your hands off it. As he yanks back.
Yep, so they are still pressuring. They're trying to pressure the tower, but with only 2 heroes here. They have to wait for more heroes to get down before they are able to force the tower. Weeha does not have a TP, so he's gonna run his way down. Maybe take the 10-minute rune. If there's any rune at bottom, no, it's gone.
It looks like they really want to do something down in this bottom tier 1. As you mentioned, all coming down here.
Yeah, they have to gain something because the Brew Split is down. You don't want to fight when the Brew Split is up. That's when the Panda is really strong.
Yep, and they will get the tower. They don't quite get the final touch in terms of one a hero, but they take it nonetheless. Let's go down to the creeps.
20 seconds. So Wings are going to be acquiring their big teamfight weapon again. on the Panda, so they're gonna be looking either to smoke soon or are they waiting for a mech to be done? A mech is 700 away, so not too close. They might choose to fight. And Panda Blink is quite far away. They need to fight their way and win the team fight to allow the Panda to get his dagger.
Yeah, kind of waiting to see what Misery can pull off as well with the very good Blink dagger timing that he did manage to get himself. About 9 minutes in, he picked it up. Mid lane though, Blink being gone on, quick tornado and a ghost walk out, and he's out to safety. And in fact, Weeha, he's a-okay.
Talk about detection, Owen. Two teams not having detection at the right time, costing them kills. But nevertheless, Invoker is alive here. That's what matters the most for Wings right now. So with the Panda ultimate up, they're gonna look to be aggressive soon.
The mid lane DC grouping up to the tier 1 down bottom. They're now in a position to try and take the tier 1 in the mid lane as well.
Yep, they noticed that Invoker had to go back to base to heal, so they're trying to use the time to try and get as much done. But he used a shrine, so he's already back up here, but not enough time to defend the tower, so they're very good read by DC. Understanding that there's no way the Invoker could come back to the lane because he was low, so they had that little bit of time to hit the tower, and they managed to secure the T1. So that was actually a small play, but a very, very important and good play there by DC.
For sure, even though, earlier we saw DC give up a few kills that it didn't feel like, was necessary. They played a little too aggressive, coming over into Wings jungle.
Yep, and
but they're getting the objectives done.
Right now, Wings are trying to... Are they going to smoke up? Oh, they already did. So they're going to bring the Rubik and the Invoker towards the Panda's lane. Try to get a team fight going here. Can Juggernaut arrive? Oh, Juggernaut doesn't have a TP, so if there's a fight, there's only 4 heroes from Wings here.
Moon and Miz are in a very good position, though, hiding behind the tower.
Yeah, they're expecting this. Look at that.
They
don't see anyone in middle lane.
They don't see
they don't see anyone bottom lane. So something is going on in the top lane.
And they want to fight at DC.
Good read there
Who's
by
going
DC.
to get the jump on who? That's the question. Eyesight's wrapping around for the back. Misery's going to make the first jump in.
Oh, the Panda!
Follow through arrow. Can they kill him in time? He's falling low, but the hook shot. He's still alive, Faith behind, and he gets the chance to Primal Split.
Oh.
Tornado comes through onto Moon and onto Weeha. Follow through stone from the Primal Split onto the Mirana. They'll chase Moon up to the north, but they don't have the detection to quite see the clock. They'll find, though, they'll settle for the Mirana kill. Moon continuing to retreat.
Oh my god.
He's going to hide in the tree line, but they've found him. Those Brewlings straight on his case. They surround the clock, take him down. They've picked up 2 wings. Misery comes back in with the Burrow Strike. Not quite enough to finish off Faith Bian. They're hunting. They try there with a stolen hook, but it's just slightly off the mark.
Gosh, Owen, how did they not get the Panda?
Oh my goodness. I mean, you saw the desperation there from DC. They knew that they needed to bring down Faith Bian if they wanted a chance of winning that fight.
And
but
Resolution,
as they said, they got it just off.
Resolution was not interested at all after he saw that. He just built and went to farm. That was really, really good play there by Wing, somehow managing to save the Panda from dying. I think mostly it was the Invoker with his Tornado, buying him enough time, the Panda enough time to actually get it split off. And now they're rewarded. They have the Blink on Faith Beyond. They have the mech on the Prophet as well. So this is their time. This is Wings with their lineup being really strong at 14 minutes with the dagger and the mech. They just need to wait for the Primal Split to come back off cooldown. And DC, because of the split being on cooldown, they need to get something done right now.
Yeah, this is the time to go for DC.
They have, I'm not sure if they saw the Invoker previously, but
Or
they
if,
see
if
him.
they can get him. Wait, hang on. Can we could check the Invoker's gold. He only just managed to pick up the
Yeah, he got
Midas.
the Midas.
Yeah, so that was so. If they managed to get him before he finished off that creep, that would have been a real hitter for Wing. Still, obviously great for DC that they take down the Invoker.
Yep, they're reading. They're still
he did
reading the
get
game
the
well. Oh, Saxa gets stunned by the hook shot.
Yeah, he's in straight away. Weeha, he's out with a quick lead. He will be fine. Saxa, can you find any sort of setup? Doesn't look like he can because Wing's already backing off away from the mid lane. Bottom lane, pressure being put on by DC. Again, just splitting themselves up, getting as much as they can done.
No, Misery is
across the
around
map.
here. They might be able to set up for something.
Faith Bian has got the Primal Split back off cooldown in 13 seconds. So that window that DC are trying to work with and get as much as they can is going to be closed again shortly. And I believe that's Nature's Prophet looking for a courier snipe. And hello. Oh, couldn't quite get it there.
He has a deep ward down right now, though.
Yeah, he was certainly looking for it.
Having Prophet as a support certainly eases the fact that you can easily place deep wards around the enemy territory. And DC, they're trying to set up with the Sand King here. They have a ward in the jungle, so they're pretty decent vision around the area. Like when you look at all the strong teams play, they always fight with vision. They want to have good vision around the area that they are contesting. That's like one of the key points when you're looking at a game and you're looking at a team, when the way they fight. They always want to set up good vision, the good teams.
Oh, the smoke round, wrap around, give them a bit of a slap
Oh,
around.
this
for
might
Wings
be
coming
dangerous.
through. Can they get a good jump? That's the question. Who they're going to spot first.
Oh,
In they
hook
come.
shot!
Oh, hook shot still getting as much use as he can. Closing the gap so he gets the telekinesis onto Resolution. Fabian.
Oh, he has
the back line,
Eclipse!
He gets the primal spin off in time. They're focusing Resolution, but Misery comes in with a huge epicenter, but the damage at this stage of the game is not quite enough. They'll turn back around, Wings. They're looking for more. They've found Rezo. They'll take Misery as well, and they're not quite done. They've got the setup here onto Moomiranda. They surround the Clockwork, and Wings, they find 3 from this defense. Beautiful play there with the smoke, catching DC off guard. Again, the fact that Faith Bian gets into a fantastic position for that primal split.
Dude, that was all Rubik, man. He hook shot. He didn't land on a hero.
But he got the telekinesis.
But he got the telekinesis off. And the main thing that he did there was he gave his team vision because he went in first. And the Panda, he was able to just get
he knew where to go
Yeah,
then.
he knew where to go and he got a good ulti off. And
Really
DC
nice.
were caught by surprise because they had a ward, like I mentioned. They had a vision there. So they were not expecting that. And Wings smoked into it. So right now, DC losing a heavy fight. They expanded their Eclipse. They expanded their Epicenter. So they are not in good fighting shape as well. And Moon Meander wasn't able to get a good connection with his hook shot in the last fight as well. So those were the issues that DC were facing.
Yeah, and as we saw as well, even with Misery hitting up, it was like a 3-man Burrow Strike Epicenter.
Wasn't enough, yeah.
It just, the damage wasn't there with Resolution already taken out of the
The
fight.
the other deficit they have is they don't have a mech.
They don't on the side of
Wings
DC.
have a mech.
No.
So if you epicenter, you go in, you don't kill anyone, the mech and the healing ward is just gonna, revert all the damage done, and you're basically screwed if you're DC. So they have to go in and kill one target immediately. If the fight goes long, Wings is gonna be able to win the fight easily with the healing ward and the mech. So
I do like the fact that DC, they do realize that even though they lose the fight, they continue to maintain this confidence to come out, push out tier 2s.
They saw Wings in the mid lane, so they know that if you're not defending, you're gonna try trade. Oh, hook shot.
Moon, this time he's the one with the original hook shot. Comes in onto Ice Ice.
Oh, he's pretty tanky though.
He's a big old Nature's Prophet, that boy. Pops the mech. He's got the summons there to tank the back.
Rubik has Burrow Strike.
He walks it out. He's A-okay. The tower in the middle lane incredibly low here. Nature's Prophet using the trees to finish it off, but he doesn't quite get it. We are able to deny it. I'm talking about the Nature's Prophet himself. Maybe focusing a little too much on microing the treants as he sticks around in the mid lane. Gets taken down.
It seems like they were really unclear to fight. Prophet wanted to fight. He wanted to tank in front, but his team didn't want to fight because Panda's ultimate was like 5 to 10 seconds before he has it. So they didn't want to fight without the Panda ultimate. So everyone decided to back off, and the Prophet was like, oh, crap, I'm stuck in no man's land. There's no way my team could save me, so he just stayed there. And, better one hero dying than your team coming to rescue you and you lose more heroes, since you're just a support. So I think that was the right call there by Wings. They're just leaving the support to die, and he's going to get a Blade Mail after this. I think it's still a very good selection for the Prophet. He's going to be able to reflect the Eclipse, the Epicenter. No one has BKB yet, so Blade Mail is extremely good, and even the Starstorm from the Mirana. He could actually deal the most damage in a fight if Blade Mail is used correctly.
With the Nature's Prophet, I mean, he could certainly deal a lot.
You just need to, after the Blade Mail, get Strength, tank up, stand in the middle of the fight, and let your cores finish off the jobs, Right now, Invoker is still halfway towards his Aghanims. That will be, I think, their next strong timing, the Aghanims on the Invoker. And hopefully at some point Rubik gets a blink. Okay, never mind, he's really poor. I was going to say, at some point the Rubik's going to get at least a blink. But he's going to let Prophet get all the items.
Top lane, Faith Bian looking to have a bit of a play around here with Misery. It will Sandstorm try and walk it off, but there's Innocence coming in with the stolen blink strike straight in onto Misery. Misery jukes it out to the north. In fact, he's going to make it away. They'll look to try and chase something else down. They have used the primal split first. They do still find Misery though. Absolutely beautiful there from Ice Ice coming in, dropping the sprout, so they have that vision to find him.
Dude, you said TP in Mac, but this is TP in with a Sentry to get the kill.
TP in and kill you. Yeah.
What a play there by Wings. But they still got just a support out of a Brew ultimate. I think that was not worth it. So at the end of the day, I think DC would still be happy with it. So they are going to look to retaliate.
Moon!
Hook shot.
Oh, I don't know what he was reaching for there. Poor lad. Poor lad indeed. Moon a bit off the mark there with that hook.
I still don't think he would have gotten the kill because Rubik had Burrow Strike, so he could easily just Burrow Strike.
It was a zoning hook shot. It was a get out of my side of town.
Zoning hook shot, whatever you call it, but I don't think he would get the kill on the Rubik regardless. But DC, the more important thing is Bruce split down. You want to get an objective, you want to get a tower, you want to get a Roshan, you want to look for a fight.
Bottom lane, Ice. Very close time that play, Mel done. 20 gold to go and he'll have it in the pocket. DC though grouping up once more.
Oh, that's gonna be big for the next fight though. If he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna get it.
He's gonna have it.
He's gonna have it. So they're not gonna be able to hold the tier 1 here, but maybe they're gonna try to hold the tier 2 or look for exchange. Not sure though. A little risky because the Bruce split is still 35 seconds before they have it, and DC are using this timing window really well, pressuring, getting towers.
They certainly know how to Shadow Demon Luna.
And look at Misery. He's not showing himself, so the enemy team doesn't know where he is, but in fact, he's actually setting up for bottom lane. He's not with his team at top lane. They're going to wait for the top lane to go down, and bottom lane.
Misery! Oh, he's going greedy here.
I mean, it's still, you could still see the reasoning behind that. He was waiting for the tier 2 at top to go down before revealing himself, because if he shows himself too quickly, the enemy team will realize, oh, there's only 4 heroes top. We're just going to go top and kill them.
DC at the moment, they're just, exercising the zoning ult techniques.
I mean, it was a wasted out, but they still made a good play in terms of moving around the map when Panda's ultimate is down.
For true. Yeah, I mean, DC, as you said, they know that they're in this window where it's unlikely the Wings are going to fight, so Misery's like, we'll go for the, the high-risk play.
Well, he's going Necrobook next on the Prophet. This is actually a really good item. It got buffed a lot recently. The cooldown on the mana burn is really, really good. And with the Blade Mail, and this item gives you more HP, so you're more tanky. So you have the
strength from
you have the potential to reflect more damage with the Blade Mail. So and right now, they know that Epicenter is down, and they have Bruce Split and they have the Vlad, so they're going for the Roche. So here, once again, you can see the teams are identifying that this is the time where we are stronger than our opponents. We want to get an objective. In this case, it's going to be a Roshan for Wings. Aegis is going to be on Shadow right now. So Wings managing to secure a really, really huge objective at the 22-minute mark. So let's see whether they're going to be able to convert that into more towers next. There's still a T1 at bottom, so that could be their next go-to, or they are going to just straight go towards the T2 at middle, since the lanes are really, really pushed out. The Prophet is not going to be able to push the lanes as easily because there's a clockwork, so you're always going to be afraid of that hook shot killing you because he doesn't have a 4-star. He's going all out damage. He has Blade Mail and he's going Necrobook, Mag. So not going to be able to get out of the hook shot if he gets caught, so he's really cautious when he's split pushing. Oh,
look at this as well. Oh, if they find Resolution, that is the kill that they want. This man, top of the net worth, despite all the odds of this game, they go in with the Omni Slash. The stun's keeping him just away from turning around. Finally gets it off, but he's dead. Resolution's out, and Wings, they're not done. They're looking for more. They surround Moon Meander. They've got the stuns. The Meteor of Doom coming down upon the Clockwork's head. He gets forced back by the team, but the chase does there. The Sunstrike, bam! Blink on point there with the plays, and Wings finding 2 massive kills. I mean, Resolution this entire game, he's consistently been finding the farm, obviously getting these towers has kept him there up at the top, and that's the kill that Wings were looking at to really get the ball rolling.
That was really, really good usage of the smoke and the timing window. Like I said, they were really strong at this stage, and Ice was pushing top lane, so DC not very sure where Wings were heading right at that point of time, and they moved really, really quickly from the mid lane towards the jungle. So very big snack, killing the Luna there. Right now Luna needs a lot more items before he's going to be able to fight into this Wings team. BKB is going to be really important for Resolution this game. It's not going to be soon though. He's going to need at least a few minutes to farm it out, and in the meantime Wings is going to be really strong. They should be able to secure more objectives for their team in the moment, but Panda split is down, so they're going to wait 35 seconds before they have it back up. And DC, once again, Panda split down, they're going to look to get a play, get a kill.
Very nice warning as well from DC. They know what's going on up here. They saw all 3 heroes pass by that point. Who are they going to find?
Can they get a good jump though?
That is the question, yeah. Can Misery find it here? Jump it immediately onto the Invoker, follow through Starfall, but he starts to move off. And in fact, it looks like Blink's going to be fine. Resolution does come out.
Oh, the Blade Mail!
But indeed, the Blade Mail just ends up bringing himself down low. Rezo
out
for 50 seconds. And now Shadow, he chases off Saxon and Misery, charging up the Epi, does come back in onto Blink and finds the Invoker, exactly what DC needed. They've actually managed to drop the Rubik as well. Faith Bian, though, comes in with a 3-man clap. Primal splits out. Omni Slash to take down Misery. The Cogs pushing him back. Moon has managed to trap Wings a little bit in there, but they will clear their way back out. And at the end of it all, it's the 3-for-3
Cogs actually
exchange.
block all the Brewlings from coming out. They might have been able to get an extra kill there if it wasn't of the brilliantly placed Cogs by Moonmeander there. But the Blade Mail there. Luna needs a BKB in the fights. But at the end of the day, it was 2 supports and a core from Wings. And 2 supports and a core on DC. So it's a pretty even trade, I would say. But Wings are going to try to get more. So that if they are going to be able to get this tower, they're going to be the ones victorious out of that engagement, since they got a tower and even kills. So still acceptable for Wings right now. Getting that tower and see if DC can actually get any stragglers. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to catch anyone. So a small maybe a huge victory because they got a T2, I would say, yeah. And they still, do they still have their Aegis? Yeah, they still have their Aegis on Shadow. So they're going to still be able to force another tower with the Aegis.
Ice as well, very close to having that first level of the Necro, but a few hundred away from that recipe completion. As you Shadow said, Shadow just continuing to close in onto that Skadi. DC though, ready to amp up the pressure again. This duration where the primal split is unavailable. They want to try and make something happen. They'll look towards Shadow.
Though. They can't really hard commit for this Juggernaut kill.
I'm going to jump in with the Starfall. Not quite enough burst to bring him down, even just the once.
Yeah, you can see they're really, really cautious about focusing the Juggernaut. They know he has Aegis. They don't really want to commit for that kill. They try to chip him down with the Starstorm.
Oh, Moon's hunting. He has found the Nature's Prophet here. Ice sprouts to
Oh.
push Moon out of the cogs. He tries to come back in, but he gets out there. The
What
summons
a player.
tanking up the battery assault. None of
Oh
the
my
procs
God.
hit the Nature's Prophet.
And the arrow as well got blocked by the creep.
Those
What-
good old little treants.
Gosh, what a player. And he, oh my god, just what a player. Dude, just ice. And after that, he TPs himself top. I'm going to push out top lane. And right now, his team is just continually going to try to get more objectives for their team right now. They have the Necro Book completed, the level 1 Necro Book. Still pretty useful for the Prophet here. It's going to amp up his team's damage with the Aura. It's going to allow him, you can even use them to chase and hunt down the Sand King, because Sand King is going to be hiding in spots trying to channel his Epi. So you could use the Necro Books to scout him out. And obviously when you get the Necro Book tree, it's going to help against the Moonlight Shadow, so you don't have to purchase a gem. But right now, Wings are still looking in a really, really good position. Blink's Invoker managing to finish up a BKB on top of its Aghanims. That would be really useful against the stuns from DC. They have a lot of stuns locked down. So DC right now, I think they're gonna... Oh! They saw a Prophet TPing in.
Oh, Misery is just going for the Burrow Strike, can't escape. Saxa, he's going to be left behind
He's gonna
here,
be left
Winter.
behind. Yeah, he's gonna just die for his team. Space, I guess. Luna's gonna be pushing top. I think right now for DC's next plan is to go into the ultra late game with the Disrupt Luna. Like you kind of have to hope for your Luna to get super big, and you're gonna use the Disrupt to try and siege and take late game team fights.
And Resolution is close, to that key BKB pickup that he needs.
Yep, I would say that if you exclude the Panda Ultimate, the rest of the heroes don't really have very good ways of killing the illusions as of now. Shadow could decide to go for a Maelstrom. I know he likes that build. Manta into Skadi Maelstrom. That's his preferred build in a lot of the games I see him play. So they could go down that route to deal with the illusions if Luna actually becomes really, really massive in this game.
They've got the good AoE of the Invoker as well with the
that too.
Quaswax to help deal with the illusions.
Yeah, you're right. The Quaswax Invoker has already transitioned into an Exalt Invoker. It's full Exalt right now.
And he certainly is punching off the back
Wings
of it.
is really strong at this stage of the game. DC, they have to be really cautious about choosing a fight outside their base. I don't think they're strong enough to take a fight outside before Luna's BKB. They need Luna to get his BKB before they can try to take a fight.
Oh, Ice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, he's fine,
why?
I
He's
think.
fine?
There's backup. It's all coordinated and planned, Winter. Don't worry. He just TPs into 3 of them, walks it off. He finally does go down, though. So he does end up losing his life. Can Wings make something
alright.
good come off this? They look towards Moon.
They got
They
a
will
tower.
find the clockwork. They do get the tower as well.
All right, it worked out. Support
So
for off lane.
Ice with the sacrificial strat.
I'm not sure if it was part of the plan because I knew he TP'd in to place a ward. So he probably did not expect that many heroes, but it worked out. You know, sometimes in Dota, you just do something and it actually worked out. And you're not really sure of what would happen. So in the end, for Wings, they got a better trade. They got the tower, so they're happy. End of story. For DC, it was a surprise, but they got a worse trade for that. But Luna has acquired her BKB, so
Yes, this is a bit
that's
of a
going to
game
help them a
changer.
lot.
Yeah.
But still, I don't think they are going to be too confident in wanting to take fights. They are still more comfortable farming, you know, because Luna is going to be able to farm a lot with, and a lot safer as well with the BKB. If he gets caught outside, you can BKB and TP out. There's no cancel because Juggernaut doesn't have a basher or anything, so they can't really stop his BKB TP. So this BKB is going to allow Resolution to farm in more dangerous areas and hopefully get to the stage where, like I mentioned, a fat Luna with Shell Demon. That's what they need to go for right now, the late game. Wings have much more, I would say, map control right now with the support Prophet running around, pushing lanes and placing wards. So,
Ooh,
he
nice,
is
nice.
actually going to die now.
Yep, they're picking him out. They're like, let's get that little old man, and they've managed to bring him down with relative ease. Is he taking him down? Wings, though, they'll say, all right, we know where you are. We're going to head into the
there was
roach
actually a
pit.
very good movement by DC. They saw him pushing top previously, and they didn't go top to gank him. They went bottom because they knew he was going to push up top and go towards bottom lane.
Oh, what, can DC get to the pit in time? I mean, Moon, he's the man who's ready to pull off the big
Oh,
old plays,
hook!
and indeed, he's straight all in. He's
Oh,
there.
he didn't get the arrow, though.
Doesn't connect, though. The Omni Slash coming in onto Moon,
Oh,
brings
no.
down the clockwork.
That was so unlucky.
It could have been brilliant if that arrow hit him.
The cogs actually pushed the Juggernaut a little bit behind, so the arrow actually missed.
DC could still try and take this fight, though. They're coming in with the rest of them, but the BKB comes out from Invoker. They'll look towards Saxa. Resolution, he's BKB'd up as well. Tries to turn there, looking to finish off Roche.
Oh, he
They
could've
get
hit
it! We Are did it! He takes the Roshan, gets the Aegis, and with that, Wings have to be careful. They're fighting into an Aegis Mirana. They look to try and take him down once, and they will. Misery in the pit, building up the epicenter, jumps out, but the Blade Fury's already there from Shadow. It'll look to focus in onto the Rubik. Starting to back away, DC. Wings, they're bringing themselves together, chasing the side of DC down. They've taken two. They'll jump up for Wee. Slap to the back from Faith Bian. One more will do it. There we have it, as he takes down the old lady on
Oh
her
my
cat.
lord. What a fight by Wings, despite losing the Roche and the Aegis to DC there. They were still able to come back into the fight. Like Prophet managed to TP out and TP into the fight with the mech, and the blade mill and everything changed after that. And they're going to be able to force buybacks on DC. One buyback. Luna still has buyback though.
Way up, Miz. Comes in with the two-man burrow. Shadow falling low. He's going to go down. In fact, that's the jug out. DC there, they're starting to pick apart the
Gosh,
push from Wings.
they don't have to use the Luna's buyback. That's big for
Yeah,
DC.
and they may even get more kills out of this. DC starting to form themselves strongly together, turn towards Ice. Again, another burrow strike onto Innocence. He's falling low. Moon is going to look for the chase down. We ready to be hot in the pursuit as well. He's looking for the Dukes,
Oh,
though.
the
Glimmer
Dukes.
Capes, the Glimmer Cape, and the back off to the east. He's going to be fine. No, he's not. Maybe he is. He gets the burrow strike out. He's going to have another Glimmer Cape in a second. Is the arrow going to connect? It will, and that will allow them to bring him down.
No way he gets out of that, Odie. If he gets out of that, that would be so amazing. 3 heroes there surrounding him, but
That's great
that
for
was
GC.
just one buyback from the Mirana, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, one buyback, so that's great.
Yeah,
That's
Luna,
definitely great.
Luna didn't have to. And that's absolutely huge. A hook shot is now going to be even more of an issue with the Agnim's upgrade being picked up by Moon. And DC now, they're in the position to power down the lanes once more. Of Wings
Can
have
they
taken
force
tier
the
2 at the
buyback?
least.
That's the question. Do they have time to force the buyback?
14 seconds. I'm surely they're not going to buy back on the jug. They'll just let
Well, the
some
tower's
damage
going
be
to
done.
take a lot of damage, Owen.
It certainly is. Can Wings hold this? They've got the Tornado MP. Rezo! Oh man, he is so low here.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, here comes Moon, straight in with the hook shot clocked. And he's out. Moon, TP's away just in
Oh, he
time.
couldn't get the cold snap? Oh, I guess
No, they
maybe
can't
that's
catch
no.
any.
Maybe that wasn't. No, I thought he had cold snap. Okay, that was rather strange. But at the end of the day, so Clockwork managed to get out. They didn't force
Yeah, everyone
any.
did.
They didn't force any buybacks, but the tower took 800 damage
And
approximately.
look at this mid lane. It's like a spring, up and down, up and down. Now Wings, they're the ones that say, all right,
Yeah, they have
time
all-
for us to push back.
They have all their ultimates up, so they are not waiting for any items. They're gonna just look to pressure.
Here we
Wards,
go.
sentries,
Time
everything.
to push.
This
Those necro books.
Prophet is just like a walking support.
Moon
hero.
on the front lines, nearly takes the MP to the face. Fabian jumps in with a primal split. Misery's now out of mana. No chance for an epicenter. Has to head back and refuel. Moon trying to take down those Brewlings with the help of Rezo. Rezo's been sent up into the sky high. Let look back towards the Earth one. They should be able to take down one of them at least. They'll chase it out of the base, but he actually survives there. Glimmer caped up to keep that one alive. Cute little plays there from Wings. As they won't give up any of those.
They got the melee racks,
They
so
got the melee racks, Winter.
that's what they came for. So well done there by Wings. Very good discipline. They got the racks, they get out. No casualties. They didn't dive, they didn't try to do something too risky. Pre-racks, and right now Shadow is actually going into a BKB of his own. There's just too many like lockdowns on DC side, so he doesn't feel comfortable going into the Maelstrom build. Just trying to be stable, that stable DPS in the fights, making sure that DC can't control him, can't lock him down.
DC once again, though. It just seems like we're seeing kind of lost objectives and then immediately back onto the other opponent's side of the map. DC immediately down here on this bottom lane. They want to fight again. Primal split, it's down. They've got to use this opening. They know that they've got this incredible siege potential and fantastic team fight themselves. If Misery finds a big epi, they could even get the chance to go for a
22
free
seconds
round.
before Faith Ban has his ultimate.
They've got to use this window, DC. Oh, no, hooking into his own team's illusion there, Moon. But it doesn't matter, 6 seconds, he's got an axe, it's fine. He just wanted to test it was working. He's going to be able to go in again if he sees an opening. Will he find it? Shadow cleaning out the illusions here.
Panda's ultimate.
And Ice Ice straight in, TP's from the back line with the spray onto 2. Weeha jumps out. Moon comes in with a hook shot onto Faith Beyond, but he's BKB'd up. The Omni Slash chopping down onto the clock. Clock's out. Moon's down. Wings, they've found one. They're looking to chase down for more. Weeha blinks up to the north. Resolution and Misery heading off to the east, but they don't have detection by the looks of it on Wings on the frontliners.
On earth is this
Rezo.
Prophet?
Don't breathe. He TPs. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Gosh.
I think he had a little bit of a heart attack himself.
Man, the balls of this Prophet is just huge.
He just TPs into the middle of them.
He just TP'd.
He TPs in and says,
There was no vision.
have some trees.
They had nothing. He has no idea where are the DC heroes, but he just TPs in.
Oh, he does. He sees them all. He's got map hack on the mind.
He just wants to give vision for his team. Like, it was just such a selfless player there, sacrificing himself. If he has to die, he's just gonna die.
He TPs in and goes, I'm a ward.
I am a blade mill. I'm just gonna let the team take me.
It's
gonna die.
absolutely fabulous.
Deal damage. My job is done. Please carry me, Wings.
Please carry me, please. I don't think he's saying that, Winter. Well, here we go. Wings now. It's their turn to have a bit of a go onto the base of DC on the bottom lane. DC, though,
They
do
have
still
all
have
their
the ult.
ultimates,
Oh,
Albert.
Faith straight in with a primal split. He's ready to kick it off here. Sprout to Weeha. Leaps out away from the circle of trees.
Oh, the tower's down.
Misery's trying to look for the opening for the sidelines. Resolution spots the BKB. Moon comes in from the side with the hook shot. Ice Ice still on the front lines of it all. He's just standing there, blade mailing up and tanking up the damage. On the side, though, Saxa's out. Wings, they've found one. Ice Ice will be focused by the damage of Resolution. They've taken down the Nature's Prophet, and now they're looking for more. Hook shot comes in onto Faith Beyond. He just tries to TP out, but the damage is too much from DC. Resolution with the physical punches from the Glaze takes down a second. DC do hold.
That
But
is
the-
still
but
good
the
enough.
racks-
It's still good enough for Wings. They got the melee.
The racks, indeed.
And
the
they
racks
lost.
are gone.
They lost only the off laner and a support. The two big important cores are alive. That's what matters.
I
for
mean,
Wings.
these suicidal racks pushes from Wings, they're working out.
It's a good trade. So what else can you say about that? Like, they didn't dive. They didn't commit too hard. They got the racks. They tried to get out. They had to lose 1 or 2 heroes. It's fine. Happens. And DC after that, they need to secure the Roshan. They need to secure the Rosh. If Wings get the next Rosh, they're gonna try to get the last, the top lane, the last set of racks at top.
We saw Misery earlier pulling up big plays with the Invis, but oh no! Oh!
That was quite far off.
Just a tad. Just a little bit. Maybe
Come on, Owen.
overestimating the Ghost
we're all
Wall
humans.
movement speed.
We mess up. We're all humans.
Is a zoning out.
So many zoning ults this game, yeah? OD Pixel.
They've got to get themselves in the zone.
So they're going to try to force a fight again. But Panda actually has ultimate backup.
Here we go, Tornado. Sax is on the front line. Moon will hook shot forward here, trying to jump forward. Y looking for a grab. Doesn't quite make it. Sax is forced out. They'll look to go on to Blink. Blink, in fact, on the front, he just melts.
Oh, no buyback.
Oh my goodness.
No
He's
buyback.
down for 90 seconds.
No
And
buyback.
you've just gone and died against a lineup with Shadow Demon Luna. That's not the plan. And just
Top lane,
like that,
top lane.
DC,
Top lane, they're going to try to rat it out.
they are going to be smiling. I mean, well, at the moment we can see on the cameras they're not, but inside they're smiling because they know that
What?
little bit of a blunder.
Okay, that was definitely a huge blunder.
Oh, but top lane. Okay, we had Ice Ice. He was looking for a bit of a rat-a-tat-tat with the help of the Primal Split. And in
It's going
fact,
to BKB TP.
Fabian, BKB,
Oh, no
blink
TP.
out.
He
Oh,
has
he's got no
T-
TP. 16 seconds on the boosted travel.
He was trying to kill the career.
Oh! Fabian, here we go. Someone turn on the betting
Good
hill
luck,
music.
mate. Good luck, mate. Can he actually get out?
Yeah, he's
He's
gonna
gonna try to juke.
He's gonna all chat EZ in the chat in a minute. Oh, and he certainly is all chatting EZ after that.
Oh, he hooked the creep.
And he's
He hooked the creep.
Okay.
He hooked the creep.
That is
no.
an all chat. Yeah.
God, he hooked.
Do it, Faith Bian. Press those two beautiful
Oh.
keys.
He got the creep. Oh my God.
Wow.
Okay.
I told you this would be a game of the plays, Winter. I maybe missed out the miss before that
I'm
word.
sorry I doubted you, OD Pixel. I will never doubt you again anymore.
But I love resolutions like that's what you're doing. He's just sticking to the plan, keeping up the farm. He's got a lot of money in the bank, 4.6k. If he gets one big damage item on top of what he has already, another situation where one calls out, DC can still absolutely destroy the base of Wings. That's the funny thing about Shadow Demon Luna. Well, it's not really funny anymore, it's more irritating. These two heroes can end the game if you give them that one opportunity.
That is definitely not funny, and Roche is up. So whoever gets the Roche right now would have a really, really big advantage. Game is 50-50 now, in my opinion, but whoever gets the
For
Roche,
sure. It's still close.
whoever gets the Roche will be, this will be huge.
Resolution, stability, holding it together.
And Blink has to be so careful with his daggers. He can't afford to dagger into the enemy team and die like this again. He should just let the Prophet TP into the enemy team. That has worked for them.
It has. 100% of the time, it works every time. DC,
Are they waiting for any items right now?
no on the side of Wings.
On anyone, like everyone has their big items.
Yeah, because Resolution just picked up the MKB. I mean, this man's massive, isn't he? Considering what's been going down, he is.
This Luna is like I said, DC wanted to get to this point in the game where Luna is massive and
Yep.
they have to disrupt illusions with the Manta illusions, causing all sort of problems. Juggernaut's build doesn't clear illusions really quick. This game, he has built into like trying to survive and run around to fight in the team fights. So he's not very good at taking all those, small little pokes by the illusions. He doesn't clear it out quickly. So this is gonna be a huge problem right now for Wings. They do not deal with the illusions really well, and DC eyes on the Prophet once again. Is this gonna work?
Is it the definite blast? Oh, they might just do it. No, they do
the
get the
cheese-
final
oh,
touch, but
he
Ice
killed Aegis.
denies the
He
Aegis.
denies the
Oh,
Aegis.
this Nature's Prophet Winter is absolutely off his rocker, and they're looking for kills as well. Telekinesis onto the tanking, dragging Misery back. He forces himself onto the high ground. No one to die as of yet. The rest of DC out to the
This
east.
Prophet, dude. This Prophet.
You
Ice,
can't-
ice.
You've got to see it to believe it, Winter.
Man, if Wings win this guy, is definitely the MVP.
Oh,
They got the
Sand
Sand King.
They see him with those old level 3 Necros, given that vision. No
Oh
hiding
my
for Misery.
lord.
And the push to come
Man.
through from Wings on the top lane.
How much can you do as a support? Ice just shows no boundaries. Like the amount of work he does for his team.
Here we go. Old South from Faith Bian, no messing. They're looking for the Megas.
Dude, Prophet is TPing bottom. He's getting the last Rex. It's a distraction.
DC have got to do something big here. Hook shot from Moon in onto the
Oh,
Juggernaut.
the
Trying to
Rex!
force it back with the cogs, but the top racks are already down. The rest of the racks in dire trouble as well. Bottom lane, they have caught out Ice Ice with a fantastic arrow from Weeha. They do take him out. Treant's trying to finish off that range tracks there, but they won't quite do it. DC do maintain the status
Oh,
before
can they get out?
being megged.
Can Wings
Misery
get
looking
out now?
for kills. They'll look for Y with a stolen burrow strike. Gets himself away, hook shot, that's a big one from Moon. In onto the Juggernaut, they surround him, he Blade Furies chops
He
his
has
way
no
out of the
TP.
cogs.
He
He's
has no
trying to
TP.
escape. BKBs tries to turn a man fight, but he's out and down. The physical
buyback.
damage for DC is too
He
much.
has buyback, Owen.
DC needs to go for something big now. They're in such a vulnerable situation. Only that range tracks in the mid lane.
Dude,
and
this
that very
Rubik is
low
still
life on
running.
the bottom lane.
This Rubik is not dead. He has managed to juke himself all the way back, gets a TP, TP's home, he saves his buyback. So
He'll be
that
doing
every
something else
buyback
to
right now
himself,
is
beginning with
crucial.
J.
Every single buyback is crucial.
Here we go. The pushing power from DC. They've got to do something big in this opening.
They're going to give up this Rex, it seems.
Does Jug buy back? I mean, 50 seconds he's
They're going to
out.
have to defend the last one.
That's a lot of damage. Keep
Throne?
your eyes open for Rat potential as well.
Okay, they forced the buyback.
DC, how much can they commit on this middle lane here?
Oh,
the opening
no!
Omni Sash comes through. They've lost the Mirana. Weehart buys back straight away. Resolution wants the BKB, tries to run, but Wings are chasing. They've lost the Luna as well here, DC. They'll surround Weehart. That's a die back on your Mirana.
Oh my god.
Blink has just come through with the combos.
How many buybacks do they have?
They don't have Mirana.
Clockwork has buyback. Okay, so there's 4 against 5, and Panda is ultimate. Okay, this is...
And Resolution
This is
BKB
dire.
out for 40 seconds. Wings could have just done it there with that defense. DC went all in. They absolutely needed to have that chance.
Are they going to look to end the game here?
What can DC do? 100 seconds without Weehar. Saxa, he's been tornadoed up. Ooh, the Sunstrike not going to quite connect. He will survive. They're able to push Wings out, but they've been mega creeped, Winter.
They have Luna though. Luna is a really good hero to defend Mega Creeps.
BKB's still on cooldown though, isn't it? How long till the BKB's about, Winter?
He has it up now.
He has it now.
Yeah, he has it now. They're going to scout him out.
Resolution, he
Liv.
went AFK in the middle lane. He will be defensively disrupted, and he does have the BKB to actually get it out in time. In fact, he's been caught, finally gets it off. Get to the shrine.
Oh,
Shot from
Sunstrike.
Moon. It's a rounds 3. Eyesight full of Misery comes in with the big epi, but the BKB's already out from Wings. No damage being done here to the side of Wings. They'll look to take Misery down. He's out. Two members down now.
That should be it. That should be it. Prophet buys back. It's going to seal the deal right
They're
now for
going
Wings.
all in to finish this off, Wings. DC, what can they do? Saxa caught out. He's going to get taken down. No saving here for the Shadow Demon. He does have buyback. But with this push, Wings head straight towards the tier 4s. Moon coming in again with the big plays, trying to slow down Wings' siege. They have a fortification. 20 seconds and they will have the full lineup back. DC may have one more fight in them. But Wings, they're pushing on Moon again with these hooks, just trying to do everything he can to slow them down. Resolution, though, has been caught in the trees. He's been sprouted at the crucial moment. Sunstrike into the midst of it all. And GG is called. Wings, they take down DC in a hell of a fashion.
What a performance by Wings. But I have to highlight, man, Ice is definitely the MVP of this game.
That Nature's Prophet.
Suicidal, TPing in, giving his team the space and vision.
Would you mind a Jungle Nature's Prophet if they go mech first, Winter?
Nope.
We'll see
I
it in
actually
your
don't.
pubs.
I actually don't.
It was strong. It was so strong. I mean, as you said, the plays that he made as well.
The wards as well, like the vision.
Yeah.
He was placing so many deep wards for his team, giving them like information is key in a high level match like this. You see the enemy, you know their movements, you make the better decision, and you win the game.
Yeah, I mean, and Wings as well. Wow. I mean, DC themselves, they did have still the strength for the Shadow Demon. Luna, we saw, multiple opportunities where they were able to be very scary. I mean, there was that window where Blink went down for 90 seconds.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
And
He
that-
blinked